Hey guys, just quickly before we start the video, we're hosting a giveaway on my subscriber Discord where the winner will get a custom avatar. You see this sexy avatar that I use? It was created by the lovely Bisloba, and you too can be sexy if you go over to the giveaway channel and click on the party icon. We're also giving away 3 Monster Sanctuary keys if you didn't already know, so kill 2 birds with 1 stone, come to the subscriber Discord, do some giveaway stuff. With that being said, enjoy the video, guys. Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another Kindred Fates video. Today's topic is one that we have little information on, but given the circumstances surrounding it, it leaves plenty of room for speculation and theorizing. That being the shiny kinfolk, or as it's referred to within the lore, the phantom kinfolk. Through this video, my goal is to discuss what exactly a phantom kinfolk is and entails, and then we're gonna do what we do best, and that being comb through every mention of the system through Discord, the Kickstarter, and the various podcasts, then sort of come up with some speculative ideas as to how these phantoms could be implemented from not only a gameplay perspective, but also a lore perspective. Now, first things first, like I stated earlier, phantoms are Kindred Fates' equivalent to shinies from Pokemon or Lumas from Temtem. They'll appear with a different color scheme than the original and are very rare. Specifically in Kindred Fates, it'll roughly be a 1 in 8,000 chance in the base game, with them likely not having any stat differences, as during the Kindred Talks 3 podcast, I mentioned the fact that Koromon's quote-unquote shinies have perfect stats, and Rob mentioned that being an issue with the Auburn backer tier, not wanting to make it pay to win. Now, as of right now, we're not exactly sure as to all methods of increasing this rate, but we do know of one, and that being playing the game in various New Game Pluses. New Game Plus will function similarly to that of Dark Souls, where each subsequent playthrough will get more difficult, with it eventually capping out at a certain difficulty. But you'll be able to keep playing through the game over and over and over again indefinitely. Each subsequent playthrough will increase odds for more rare loot, as well as phantom odds, likely with it increasing for each playthrough up until the difficulty cap. Also of note is that according to the Kindred Fates Master Guide, there will be no locked phantom, so you can get any phantom in the game, including legendaries. Now this leads to the next question being, since the game autosaves, how do you hunt for shiny legendaries? And the Master Guide says basically you gotta get really lucky and keep going through New Game Plus. Now, this may actually not be as terrible as it sounds, because since the game is taking inspiration from Breath of the Wild, and Rob stated that one of the things he really liked about it is that you could basically go straight to Ganon from the get-go, I imagine that if you're hunting the shiny legendary in, let's say, NG plus 7, and you're probably fully decked out, you could potentially just keep running to the boss and defeating it and capturing it, or whatever, however it's going to play out. But basically you could farm it quite quickly. Another method of getting increased shiny odds in a game like Pokemon or Temtem is through breeding shinies. Now, Kindred Fates has recruitment, and unfortunately it's unspecified whether or not that system will increase phantom odds if you were to use a phantom to recruit others. But I'd say it's quite likely. So yeah, that's the basic overview of what a shiny or a phantom kinfolk is, but this video does not end here. Rob states in the Impossible Coin podcast that phantoms will have their own lore, and this I think opens up a lot of room for speculation, as there are varying ways they could go about this from a lore perspective, and I think I may have an idea of how it'll play out. Now I'm just going to come out and tell you guys my theory, and then we'll sort of grab the supporting evidence as we go. So I believe that phantom kinfolk are kinfolk that have previously died in combat and have respawned through some unknown means. Now, let's kind of break that down. First of all, the word phantom has various definitions, such as ghost, something existing through image only, aka something ethereal, something that has an apparent sense but no substantial existence, etc. Some synonyms of the word include a shadow, a specter, a poltergeist, etc. Now, I'm not saying that the phantom kinfolk are exactly ghosts per se, but I do believe that they've dabbled in the spirit world. Now, from my lore video, we know that kinfolk can potentially live forever unless killed in combat, and when they do die, they become a spirit that can be revived by collecting said spirit. Now, obviously, if the spirit is collected, the kinfolk doesn't suddenly become a phantom. However, let's say the spirit isn't collected. Perhaps there is an anomaly where kinfolk that were supposed to die somehow didn't, but now roam the world once again. The idea that the phantom kinfolk are in fact of a ghostly nature comes once again from the Kindred Fates Master Guide, where it states that phantom kinfolk will have a ghostly themed palette swap, and if we look at the 2 known phantoms being Auburn and Nyazin, both designs seem to fit that. Now, regardless of the origin of phantoms, it does open up a variety of questions, especially given the nature of the kinfolk's sentience and where bonds are related. One thought is how the kinfolks will act in accordance to its phantom status. For example, let's drop the ghost thing for a second. Will the kinfolk act more arrogant, for example, as it's special, or will it feel like an outcast, sort of the black sheep, if you will? Will bonds be scaled differently for phantoms as a result of a potential shift in the kinfolk's perspective due to it being different? A lot of things that unfortunately we don't quite know as of right now, but it's always fun to speculate as usual. But anyways guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video as always, and I had a great time creating it, so it's always fun to talk about these sort of speculative aspects of Kindred Fates. Again, don't forget the custom avatar giveaway that Bisloba's hosting in our subscriber Discord. I'm sure she'd really appreciate you checking it out. So until next time guys, peace.